Wendy, it's Kim. I'm getting ready to do your reading, and I got a little bit ahead of schedule, so you'll probably be getting this sooner than I thought. I'm going to first take a look and see what they'll let us know about the legal issue and see if that looks favorable or however that comes in. I'll just tell you, like, for some things like this, sometimes they're going to show me, particulars. Sometimes they won't because just the legalities around it. So we'll see what they have to say, okay? Okay, so we get strength first here. So obviously, this is going to take, a lot of inner strength to get through. But typically when I see this card, it's kind of like that message of you got to keep pushing forward, got to keep pushing forward. 10 of Pentacles. So I don't know if he has legal help or not. You might have told me. I don't remember, but it's kind of what I'm feeling here. There might be some money involved in being able to defend this. I wish I could remember what you told me. I'll just put it this way. If he doesn't have an attorney and he gets one, it's, we're probably looking at, you're probably looking at a fair amount of money here. Or this could even be, maybe tied into the bail or something. I'm not quite sure exactly. This is what I mean where they might not be super clear. But at any rate, I think if he doesn't have an attorney, looking at this, it's a good idea probably to get one, but then you are looking at the financial end of things too, probably being quite a bit. The Knight of Wands. Okay. And the Hierophant. So yeah, see, this is definitely guidance, I think. With the Hierophant, because this could be, somebody who's, superior in some way, and getting, advice from them. So if there's hesitance here or not about doing that, I feel like the advice is to make sure that there is legal counsel there. And let's look in that case. You might already have that done, and if you do, then I feel like this is just confirmation that that's, the right path to take. Will it be in his favor, the outcome? Okay, well, we get the Two of Cups, which is good. Let's see what else comes in. The Hanged Man reversed. Okay. There's some kind of variable here. As far as the outcome, because we start here with the Two of Cups, which is, a very positive outcome. It's, cooperation with people and things working out basically in this case. But then we have the Hanged Man reversed here. And the Hanged Man is about like two different paths, right, to choose from. It's in reverse and right next to this Four of Pentacles. So finances might it's just looking more and more like you'll have to let me know. But I think that, that the financial end probably will be quite a burden to defend this. And at the same time, I kind of feel like if you don't have the right representation is where this can shift and change here. because on the other side of this, we have, I mean, we have the Two of Cups over here, which is like a big yes, but then over here we have, okay, victory's not going to come. Success isn't going to really prevail here. And then the Hanged Man over here. So it's like this choice here that needs to kind of be made. And on the other side, we have the Magician. So it's like, put what you need to into it, put the positive energy. And in this case, I feel like it's the finances with the, you know, with the representation here too. And then that can kind of put it, you know, more in his favor. So I'm going to kind of leave it there, because I feel like this is all that they're going to probably kind of give me on this. And then I can spend more time on the other for you. You know, and just, you know, keep in mind, I mean, I can't legally give advice or anything like that, or tell you really what to do on this, just kind of what's coming in here. And that's the way that I'm reading it, you know, because it's, we've got this Knight of Wands too, which is kind of like, this can kind of go either way. And then we have this financial stuff in the next two. Okay, what are you going to do here? So, yeah, so the King of Pentacles reversed. And it doesn't mean, yeah, gosh darn it. It doesn't mean it's impossible to win, even without, you know, the attorney. But here's the thing. See, we see this King of Pentacles, just pulling a couple more cards here. The King of Pentacles reversed. You got to make sure that it's the right person to make sure that you're feeling like, or that he's, you know, feeling really comfortable with whoever it is that that he does end up having represent him. Because I feel like with the King of Pentacles reverse, like this could be somebody who, you know, it doesn't really completely, you know, follow through. Somebody who, you know, isn't really going to put their best foot forward for them. And then we have Justice reverse, which is when it comes to legal stuff too. This could be a legal card and it's in reverse. So this could be like frustrations and unfairness. So that's why we're getting some of this, you know, can go either way too. So it's like, make sure, I feel like it has to be the right person for it to go this way in that Two of Cups energy. You know, if there's somebody basically that he's not comfortable with, or maybe it's just somebody like that's a lot cheaper, or, you know, something like that. And even if they're cheaper, I mean, I wouldn't 100% base it on that. But, you know, you're going to have to really, I don't know how involved you are in this, but, you know, go with what you feel as far as, you know, assistance and help for him. Because it could, you know, kind of go the other way here. It's just, it's got to be this right person, and then it can kind of, you know, go more favorable here. So, I don't know, hopefully that helps. Get as much as I can on that for you. Okay, so let's just go into its energy with you. Okay. Let's see. You know what? We're using the energy cards first. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to isolate that other legal energy a little bit. It's very prominent in his energy, because I feel like these two cards up here are about that. And not necessarily about you. We have man holding a coin and strategy. So, you know, just very quickly, I feel like this is just him trying to figure out you know, as far as what's going on, you know, financially right now, and that's just on his mind a lot, okay? But we do have the second chakra. So, I'm going to tell you what I'm feeling with this is that, I mean, there is the, you know, attraction and desire towards you and all of that in this energy. But what I'm feeling like too is that I feel like he goes off balance with his second chakra. And part of that, oh, that's probably why they showed me this up here. I was going to say part of that is probably because he's going through what he's going through right now. And so emotionally, you know, he's going to get off balance. Anybody would. And that kind of makes him, you know, even kind of ungrounded sometimes and stuff. But I feel like emotionally, I feel like, you know, those kind of the ups and downs that he has with you, I feel like in part have to do with like his own stress and things that he's going through that throws his second chakra off, throws his emotions in imbalance, and then, you know, that's where he can kind of shut off, or he can, you know, react a certain way, or something like that. So I feel like that's just some information coming in for you, just, you know, to be aware of that it's not really you when he, you know, kind of does this hot and cold thing. It's, I mean, some of it is about his own issues, obviously, but for right now, they want you to know that with all that going on, that's really, you know, the core of it. Okay. We have women holding a heart and happy family. So, you know what? You know, as far as his thoughts and his feelings about you here, this is super positive. The woman holding a heart, obviously, this is about love. He's like, you know, I feel like he's really appreciating you. Um, and obviously, like I said, the emotion of the love, you know, connection is showing up here too. But I just, appreciation feels kind of big in the energy here. And then happy family. So this is like, you know, I know he kind of flip flops sometimes on you, but for the most part, in, you know, inside, even regardless of his outward reaction sometimes, you know, this is the happiness to be with you, the contentment, you know, feeling very connected to you as well. Oops. Okay, wait, I have way too many cards fell. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this one, I picked them all up and that one fell on my lap, so we'll go with that one. So carrying connections. Okay, so yeah, he's feeling very close to you right now. Okay, and I feel like he, I feel like you've obviously been, I know you've been helping him a lot, you know, through this and everything, and I feel like he's just really seeing that, and that's just, that in itself is touching his heart too. You know, he's seeing how much you care, and he's really seeing your heart, and that's where that, you know, that connection, I feel like, has been getting stronger. Okay, contract and door to romance. I feel like the contract is actually going back to this legal stuff up here. This is, you know, kind of similar to a justice kind of in tarot with the scales balanced here in the books. It's just hitting me as like the legal stuff. And so with the door to romance over here and then this contract card following these, I feel like it's just kind of what I just said. Like he's really seeing how much you are being supportive and helping him. And the door to romance, like it's, you know what, this whole experience, and you kind of told me this already, but this is coming in the cards now too to really validate that this whole experience has kind of, it's brought some walls down for him too. Okay. He's definitely opened his heart more. Magician in the mirror. Let's see what comes with that. Blossoming abundance. So, you know what I feel like with this is that all of this energy up here, because his heart's opening more. He does have some walls that have dropped, and I can't say that he's completely, clear in his heart chakra or anything, but there's definitely been a lot of progress here. And I feel like that is actually helping him to create a shift outwardly, like in his physical world. And I don't know if this is going to shift right away, as far as abundance here, but the energy is definitely like emanating out to the universe because of all of this heart energy. And he has opened more. I don't know how much he's telling you, but he's feeling pretty darn connected here. And that is actually sending out really positive vibration here to create more, to draw more abundance in. So, I don't know how long that's going to take. And at the same time too, he, as long as he doesn't slip back into a hole or something, because that can kind of make this energy shift. But for right now, I mean, that's the effect that it's having. I know that's a little bit outside of the read that we're doing, but that's what they're showing us. I'm going to switch cards. Or actually, get these guys. All right, so we have pain and dream come true. Just feel this one. Let me get a tarot card with that, because nothing's really hitting me here. I just want to see where that lies. Okay, Judgment. Okay, so what I feel like with the pain, and then paired with, or clarified with Judgment here, I feel like, he knows, obviously he's got to know that he's kind of been the one that's been slower here, right? That's pretty obvious, even to him. But what I feel like with that, because Judgment is about not making like a quick decision, like taking a lot of time to decide something, because it's a really big deal, and I feel like what that is one, really being, completely open and committed and all of that, and without fears and all that kind of stuff. That's what's kind of been in the way of this. And I feel like with the pain here, I feel like this is him. I feel like sometimes he might feel kind of bad. And this might be surfacing too, because, with his heart opening, I feel like there's like just a little bit more recognition too of, just with the whole process and this whole time that, that things have hurt you in the past. And so I feel like this is just something that he's thought about. But then we have dream come true over here. So yeah, he's in a pretty good emotional space. At least part of the time. I know he gets a little shifty sometimes, and that was one of the first cards that came in. But I feel like underneath, even when he, pulls away or acts a certain way, I feel like inside he's still feeling all this. He might have some things that trigger him or fears that come up and stuff like that. But, I feel like he's like really wowed by you. I mean, right now, I think again, through this experience, like it did kind of wake him up. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we have luck. which is really good too, because this is a card that's indicating, if you can hopefully see this clearly, this woman's like in this field and there's all these flowers, but there's this one heart here that she's picking. And so it's like, and the card's called luck. So to him, it's like, you are different, like you're special. Okay, so he's, you know, kind of recognizing all that too. And irresistibility. Yeah, you're getting some good cards today. Irresistibility, like this is like, you know, to a point that he's very connected again, very like drawn to you. You know, I think that there's been some progress here where he's, you know, much more connected than he allowed himself. I'll put it that way. Than he allowed himself to do in the past, because I put it that way because I feel like he's always been really connected to you, but it's like this, like I said, like this, you know, layers of energy around his heart space have kind of, you know, somewhat cleared away. So it's definitely opened up that door to where, you know, he's acknowledging it more, I feel, to himself even. I need a quick drink here. We have the Nine of Coins. So this card's all about like stability. And well, it's about a lot of things, but that's how it's hitting me. It's like, I feel like you're like his rock kind of thing. And then the Ten of Cups just fell out. I don't know if you heard it, but it fell out of the deck. This Happy Family card is very similar to the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is really strong in the energy, getting two very similar cards here, and this is about the contentment. Okay, that's why we have that solid kind of foundation here. Things are kind of solid in the energy with him. And again, we have this like connection. We have the, you know, this is like the contentment, feeling safe. I'm hearing feeling safe. Many cards again. All right, kind of flipping out here on me now. So we have the Fool. I feel like you might be trusting this a little bit more. Maybe not 100% fully. Because, you know, he might still have a little bit of this energy of that Judgment card there going on. I don't think that that's completely gone, but he's starting to trust a little bit more. Okay, and it's not trust in you, it's, you know, more like, you know, trust in his own lovability and things like that. Yeah, and then we got the House of Coins. So we got another card of like something, you know, a solid foundation here. We got this over here and over here, both. And then again, the home, right? The togetherness. All right, so the Seven of Wands, I feel like this is about his own struggles that he's going through. And I feel like the reason this is coming in, especially next to the World, and look, the Fool is right here. We have the Fool over here, and the Fool's in the middle of the World card on this deck too. So what this all feels like to me is these are all his, struggles that he's going through. Not just the whole legal thing that he's going through, but I feel like this is also representing his inner struggles, and really, from a spiritual standpoint, it's all linked together, right? Because this experience made him really think. And that. So, with the next to the world here, I feel like this is representing a milestone for him, completion of a cycle, so that he can have this new beginning that the Fool offers. And we have the Fool over here. And I don't know that this is going to, complete overnight as far as, the full shift and becoming super solid in his energy and fully integrated in his energy. But that's what I'm kind of feeling here. Like, that's what they're showing us. All of these struggles are with purpose, so that he can, get past what he needs to from within himself. Then we have the Lovers. And the Magician again shows up. We had him in the other deck too. So the Lovers and the Magician together, these are really powerful, because in the Lovers here, I mean, we obviously have your connection again, right? And all the passion and the desire, and even in the heart space as well. And the Magician with this, the Magician is really showing us very positive energy when it comes to this connection that he's feeling. So remember earlier I said something about, what was it? Oh, and over here was the Magician and the Abundance. So, and that's all connected with that heart space that's opening. So, you know what? There's a whole lot more going on vibrationally with his healing, with clearing away of energy, a lot more going on in those ways than meets the eye. And as far as what's going on, in his physical world, there's just such a huge purpose for all of this. And, and I hope that he comes out okay, in that circumstance. I really do. Hopefully this completely served the purpose already, Okay, as I'm talking about that, we get the Ace of Swords. So this is a card of like a lot of pressure and tension, and obviously that's going to be there for him right now. But on the other side of the energy of the Ace of Swords, we got the two-sided blade here. So like on one side, it's all that pressure and that tension and that stress, and on the other side of it, it's like, okay, but you're going to move through this. Okay, and it is a moving forward. So I feel like, again, I feel like this is just kind of linked into his whole growth here and why he's going through everything that he's going through. So it might not be pleasant right now, but it's helping to make these other major shifts, within him. So let's see. And then we have the Hermit. So, so if he does kind of seem to withdraw from time to time, this is just him really going within, okay? And it's in this case with the Hermit too, this isn't really like a negative kind of an energy. I feel like when he does kind of, take a step back sometimes, I feel like maybe not initially if he's upset or something, but eventually he kind of gets to that place where he really starts to connect with his higher self, and, or, his, just with himself. And, he might be kind of doing that, or upcoming, he might do this where, he might just take some time to really think about himself and his life. And, it's just all the part of the process for him, for his healing. So, don't be alarmed if that, happens sometimes. Okay. So that's what we have for you this time, Miss Wendy. And I hope this helps. My cards all, I don't know what goes where. Okay, there we go. All right, Wendy. Well, thank you so much, and hope you're having a good day. Okay, bye-bye.